Yeah,
Ba-da-ba-da.
should have been role-playing, buddy.
Okay.
Top to bottom. Number 3. That is Tyler. Would you like to do a recap of last session for inspiration this session?
Sure. Let me know, you want it now? You ready?
You're good to go.
Alright. On the last episode of Dungeon Ball Z, the party gave money to a strange woman to therefore become her friend. And then the rest of everybody got together and, did some introductions and so on and so forth. And once, everyone had made their introductions and so on, the party went delving through the dungeon. A few things were found, a few things were done, an enemy or two were slain. Other than that, mostly uneventful journey. But who knows what will happen next.
Okay. And Mikko brought up a wonderful point. For the other group, I have them doing introductions at the start of each session. Would you guys like to do the same? Of who you are and who you're playing?
Sure. I'm Offwaller or Tyler, and I'm playing Sholta. Should I describe Sholta?
If you want to.
Sure. Sholta is a hulking 8.5-foot Goliath, clad in very ornate and mystical seeming armor. Who knows much about him, as his face is covered and his entire body is adorned in steel.
Very good, very good. How about Finley?
Hi. I just didn't want to step over if he wasn't done talking. Anyways, my name's Brooke, and I play Finley, who is a satyr. She's a little quirky. She stands a little over 6 feet tall, has bright red hair. That's about it.
Okay. Raven.
All right. I'm Prosium playing Obsidious Raven. Shadowvar just goes by Raven, with his familiar also that goes by Raven, who is a
Raven
devotee, Raven Jr., and is a devotee of the Raven Queen. No shocker there. And is a rogue on a mission. And that's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty good for now.
And last and certainly not least, Silver.
Hi, I'm El. I'm playing Silver, Alois Sharia, who is a dragonborn cleric monk, and she's about 5'9", wears fairly minimal armor, but it's like a ceremonial kind of look, and is on a mission to find the shard of her fallen goddess, Mistra, and that will be that.
Very good. Now let's get back into the dungeon. As you guys were going through the wonderful cave and fighting a mimic, you have now emerged back into the main cavern. So Leah, Lightfoot, on top of the mule, is waiting there going, wow, it took you guys long enough. Leaving me all alone in this dark, scary cave. Dungeon.
I'm sorry, are you okay?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine. I'm just giving you shit.
Oh.
It was kind of dark and slimy down there anyway.
Gross.
That hole was not worth it.
No, a chest tried to eat me.
We should. Did anybody else see that guy earlier that ran off?
What guy?
Something like that?
Who did we did see a person, I thought, but I don't know where.
Did anybody see which way he went?
If I remember correctly, he went towards that direction, pointing towards the upper path, I think it was.
So out of gate, I don't actually remember if anybody did notice which way he went.
All right, let's see. Who has the highest passive perception?
Finley, I think.
I've got an 18.
No, it's Raven. So Raven,
Oh.
I'll allow you to roll a history to see if you remember where he ran off to.
All right, let's do this. Come on, +1. Yeah. Oh.
19.
Nice.
You knew he ran to the west.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah. No. I do believe he ran to the west there, Sholta.
All right. Well, allow us to go that way then, if we wish to pursue.
Should we? It could be.
Is it somebody
Trap.
you know?
Not particularly, but I find that people who hide themselves amongst the dungeon and proceed to run once they see other folks usually tend not to be the sort to be left alone.
I will follow your lead. And I get my bow ready. Get an arrow in there.
If no one else objects, then Sholta will kind of saunter forward then.
All right, what's your marching order, guys?
I'll take up the pack.
Take second, I guess.
And I will go third.
And you're leaving Solia with the mule in the furthest back?
Of course.
Okay.
Do you want to be back, Finley? Or like,
Yeah, I'll stay with the horse for now. Since
no, I mean like
she-
in front or behind the mule?
Oh no. I'll be in front of the horse.
Okay.
All right. So you guys enter into a relatively odd-shaped room. Within this room, there are 6 pillars that reach to the top of the ceiling, and it opens up to about 35 feet. Within this room, it is dimly lit as there are a couple of candles that sit on each of these poles.
So the poles have a top that we can see, or are they like
Yes,
sconces off the side?
The candles themselves are attached to these poles to the very top of the ceiling. So it's not really illuminating down below, but you're able to see up above.
Okay. Good to know.
Anything you're familiar with, Sholta?
Brian, would I be familiar?
If you're looking to go directly into the next area, south from here. But if you're looking
Okay.
to explore more, you have the other 2 paths.
I'm familiar what is south from us here, but other than that, I'm not too familiar with everything else in the other directions.
I thought you'd been in here before.
Yes, I've done most of my work down towards the bottom.
Okay.
The dungeon's not a place for one to linger, so need not be... Well, how would I say? Lingering in places unfamiliar. It's best to go from your objective and back.
Okay. I guess you know best.
So, shall we pursue this shadowy figure, or would you continue... Sorry. Should we continue on to the lower floor?
Is there anything I notice about the pillars as we pass?
Are you taking the time to actually inspect them, or are you just doing a look over as you walk by?
If we're not stopping, I'm not stopping, so that would be a look over, I guess.
Then give me a perception.
I
do so as well.
I hadn't said this because I didn't think we were going to be like walking right into this, but Sholta has not walked in between any of the pillars. He has walked around them so far to like the lower section.
Okay.
Just follow Sholta.
Yeah, we follow this path.
Yeah, I don't want to be between these pillars. Shadowy figure and candles, sus.
Yep, that's fine. Thank you for clarifying. So 2 people for any checks is usually how I run for things. So forever the 2 people want to do perceptions. I think it was Raven
I
and
had a 10. Yes, I had a 10.
24.
24? Even though you were looking between the different pillars and stuff, you don't see anything there. Like, nothing of true importance other than the nice designs of these pillars. The stone. Intricately carved.
Find anything of interest there, Obsidious?
Somebody put some effort into these pillars. What are they carved? It like you mean like is there like
It is very good masonry. Very good
Oh.
work. Very nice seams, lines, curves. Like, they're smooth to the touch. Like, a master craftsman took the time to carve these nice.
Do they look
these are-
damaged at all?
yeah, well crafted? I guess
They do see some wear over the years that they've been here.
so do we pursue the interloper or do we proceed south?
I say, let's go see about this interloper, and at least ascertain if it's a threat or not. Is everyone in
Proceed.
Very well.
Okay.
All right.
No.
What is your guys' current light situation?
I was about to say, point of order, I still have my lantern.
Okay. How far do you have it lit?
What do you mean, how far do I have it lit?
I believe you have a hooded lantern, do you not?
I got a lot of. No, actually, it's just a lamp.
Oh, if it's
I
just a
just
lamp,
take
then
a
it's white.
moment that I'm now just seeing the little icon on Brooke's thing, so every time she talks, the little cat does the pitter patter. And I love that.
You're welcome. Anyways, I have a lantern, and before we leave this room, I'm going to draw a doodle on one of the pillars with my chalk.
Okay. Just give me a general dexterity check to see how well the doodle is.
Yeah.
And what are you drawing specifically?
Smiley face.
All right.
It's a
It
12.
looks like a smiley face. With the curves, it makes it hard for it to be like a straight smiley face, so it's a little crooked.
I have the light spell on my staff, unless people don't want me to do that.
I also have the sword of light bringing.
Oh, you should put light on Sholta.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yes, make me a beacon.
Yeah. Like aggro.
Well,
please.
I've got that sword attached to my hip that produces 10 feet of
Yep.
I think it was bright light,
Yep.
or
10
was it dim
feet
light?
of dim.
Dim. Okay.
We need to light you up like a freaking I don't know, something that's very bright. Can we get this going on?
Very
here?
well. We will do so. I will place a light on the helmet of Sholta.
There we go.
I feel like as you look upon me, there's now just this like emanating aura of light behind me, and like it just looks divine, further encompassing this hero role you put me in.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Just don't get
intimidated.
lightheaded.
All right.
Ellen, I need to talk to you out back right quick.
Fine.
Anyways, let's go after this interloper.
All right. So you start to head down the left path. Is that correct?
Yes.
West.
Yes, west, left. I say we take it slow, and as we're kind of going, Schulter's gonna look back to Raven. If you could keep an eye out for traps as we travel, we'll take a half pace.
Okay.
All right, very well.
You
Oh,
were
also
just-
as we go, I'm like making notes briefly, like as we go by room and by hall.
Okay. Very well. Sholta, you're at the very top of the stairs.
Alright, what do I see?
You see it is a very long hallway.
Real quick, how much light does it produce off me? 20 feet of bright, 20 dim? Or is that
Yes.
just a torch?
Yes.
With
Okay.
that
Like
40
that.
feet, you cannot see all the way down the hallway.
Alright, can I see into these? Are those
You
windows,
see-
crevices?
As you're looking down, you see that this hall has alcoves, and each one of these alcoves reflects the light back, as if there's mirrors in each one of these. You do see broken glass and shards along the path leading down it. The height for this area is only 10 feet.
Anything useful out to 60 feet? Because I can see only, I can see slightly farther than him.
It is the same that you see from him.
Okay. Nothing else. Gotcha. Same shit.
Let's examine one of these reflecting visages here.
Okay. You walk into the hallway to do so.
I will take one step, clinging towards the wall, and check out one of these reflecting surfaces. I'm gonna try not to stand directly in front of it. So I mean, if I can kind of peer around the corner.
Okay. So you have yourself back up against the wall as you're peering around the corner to look at it. And anyone with a passive perception of 12 or higher is going to hear a thunk.
Yeah, I heard that.
Boom! Shulta, a giant ballista gets shot at you. And it will be a 17, so that misses. So it just barely whizzes by you and slams into the next room over. This is the size of a small tree that has been sharpened.
My God.
Shulta slowly turns his head to the rest of the party.
This smells
Any
like 46.
kebabs back there?
I'm
It
so
seems-
glad we sent you first, Shulta.
It seems that they wish to lure us into a trap.
So rude.
Yeah.
This
Do we
figure.
really want to go down this hall is the real question.
Well, that's why I was saying, keep out for traps or something. Trap checking. You got that perceptive eyeballs.
Well, I mean,
We don't have to go. We can go another way.
Are we sure it's a trap?
I mean, I
Why
guess
don't-
it
well,
could be
go
just
ahead,
somebody
you
at
can-
the other end with a ballista.
wait, which direction did the ballista come from?
It came down the
Down the
hallway
Oh my God.
and just barely whizzed past Shulta.
Your call, Shulta.
I'm not sensing a lot of confidence. Let us take another route. Shall we go north, or shall we go south, with which I'm familiar?
South sounds
Very well.
What's up
Yes,
with
it is.
the two little white blobs?
Her doodle and the ballista stake.
Ah,
Oh, is it hanging out there? Can I check out this ballista steak? Sounds weird when I say that.
is it cooked medium rare?
Nope, it's not cooked in any way, shape, or form, burned, charred, or anything of the sort.
And any significant?
Give me a nature.
Yeah. Oh, nature. Interesting.
It's wood!
I mean, I'm sure it's wood. It's wood. It's a log. Rolls downstairs.
All right, with a 17, you see that this is willow tree wood, which is very odd to even have in such a place because there's no willow trees around. Like, this had to have been carried from a very far place, and it is sharpened very nicely to just. Sorry, I shouldn't say it's sharpened nice to the point, but the rest of it is a crude design. Like, they just sharpened the end and called it good.
Interesting.
So not very aerodynamic, but definitely lethal.
So this is a rough weapon.
You should
Yep.
wield it.
South it is. Anybody want it?
No, thank you. I don't think I can carry it.
What do you mean? You're like 6 feet tall.
So is
I
it.
just like to imagine like Obsidius as a short king, just like looking directly up at like goth mommy energy, you know? I mean, not exactly a goth mommy, but that kind of picture, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys continue down this pathway
I
carefully.
like this image.
This path seems to be nondescript, I guess.
There is nothing of true importance here. You just see it's the 15-foot high ceiling as it normally is, and you're continuing forward at a slow pace looking for traps, I assume.
Yeah.
Do we hear anything?
I already
No,
dislike this place.
you just hear a small wind passing by. Ooh.
Is it normal for wind to be passing by?
For this area, yes.
Okay.
Till you reach the bend.
Alright. Shulta is going to, I guess the light's already appearing around the corner,
It
so
is.
there's no reason hiding it. So Shulta will kind of peek around the corner, to see what's there.
Lying there are 3 dead goblins.
So Shulta grabs the hilt of his blade. I see 3
As soon as
corpses.
I see him do that, I notch up an arrow.
I see 3 slain corpses. They appear to be goblin in nature. Be wary. I guess Shulta will then kind of like creep around that corner, you know, telling the party kind of just to hang back just a second.
I keep
Well,
an
no.
eye at the corner.
Yeah, that's
Just keep him within sight, and yeah.
Alright, I'm not gonna touch the corpses or anything, but are there any obvious wounds or like reason they're dead?
Alright, so you're taking a moment to look them over. You do see that their faces have been caved in, smashed. And next to the 3 of them are 3 pickaxes. All of them are rusted.
Do the corpses themselves look to have been here for a while?
Give me a
Like,
medicine.
very aged.
I mean, are they motion?
Well, if I'm doing a medicine, I'm assuming they still got meat on them. That's 16.
With a 16, you can tell that these have been dead within the last week. As a matter of fact, you know full well they weren't here when you passed by before.
Oh, there you go.
Alright, so Shulta goes back to the party. So, the corpses seem to have been here within the week, and when I made my ascent last time, they weren't here. There are 3 pickaxes, and they're rusty, so I'm not sure if that was just the quality of their equipment, or if something in the nature of the dungeon caused them to erode.
How did they die?
Well, it seems they took some blunt force trauma to the cranium.
So, what do you guys think? Do we explore blunt force trauma, or
I think it's
below?
better than blunt force ballista. Let's go.
Right?
All right?
So
Minus
you
six.
guys head over to see that there is an opening to a cavern. This cavern does not appear to be natural to the dungeon itself, but it is handmade, crude, just made, and it's tall enough for a goblin to fit through. You can squeeze through for your huge size, but it will take you a little bit.
Yeah. Shulta, hunkers down and kind of starts waddle walking.
All right. Anyone follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't let him out of my sight.
So I can
Oh, I
get
wish
through, but I don't think the
Oh.
mule's going.
I was going to look over the corpses.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I'll hang out
Give
here
me
at
an
the edge. while you get-
investigation.
I will pray for guidance as I do this for a D4,
Okay.
but it will not help. So
Yeah, they have pickaxes. You do find a shovel under one of them. You find 2 shovels under them.
Whoa.
I suppose they dug this hole that we're all about to go in. Let's see how it goes.
Wait, this
So-
wasn't here before?
We can. I don't know how far we can really proceed down this hole. Without...
Alright, so I got one thing to say, Brian. How is it I, an 8-foot man, 8.5-foot man, can go through but a donkey?
Your
Donkey's
waist isn't as big as the thickness of this. It's
Oh, it's a
The donkey's
wideness,
it's a
not a
wide
height.
thing, not a height thing.
Okay, alright.
Good thing.
He's
you
just
don't
a little
have fat
chunky.
hips.
Because you can twist your shoulders and kind of crouch down to squeeze yourself through for that. The mule doesn't have that capabilities.
We can
Plus,
just
how many
lube-
saddlebags are
You
you
can just
wearing?
lube up this
He
mule.
also has a keg on him, too.
Didn't want to mention that.
Well,
you
I really
mentioned
don't
this,
want to spend the time widening this, so I'm not going to.
Let's.
So we're just
All right. I guess we're just gonna go back to Ballista Alley.
He's like, I don't want to leave my mule, bro.
I'm not leaving my mule behind. There's too much important stuff here. As I pour myself a glass of wine.
Okay.
Cup.
I mean, I guess. Hold on.
Like we just all stack up on your
Let's see.
6, and you know.
Can I use this? Is this an option?
What are you looking at?
Hold on.
While we're all thinking about what to do, I'm going to start preparing a detect magic ritual.
Okay, that'll take 10 minutes.
Okay. I think I may have something for this, but I'm not gonna tell the rest of the party.
Okay.
So,
give me a
anyways,
DM.
Brian, yeah. Did that work?
Yes, it can. Very much so.
Alright. Sholta instructs, God, what's her name again? I always forget. The
Celia.
halfling on the donkey. Yeah, Celia. Lady Celia, if you wouldn't mind stepping down from the donkey, I believe I can get you down. And, like, he, like, offers his hand out, you know, all Prince Charming-like and such.
Ah, thank you, thank you. You help her
Oh, he
down,
helps her
and she
down.
just jumps off and runs a little
Yeah,
further
and
back.
so then, he puts his hand on the donkey, who then immediately turns into mist.
I'm like
It's the
spit
greenest-
spray my wine everywhere.
It's a
like,
green mist that just kind of hangs about.
now it's green and purple mist.
Yes, and everything it was carrying also changed into mist.
With this,
I will
believe
do
we
an
should-
Arcana check to recognize that.
All
I
right,
was like, is this a magical thing?
give me an Arcana for the 2 people who wish to investigate this.
Everybody's like, what the fuck did you just do to this donkey?
19.
That is a 20.
All right, so
I'm
both of you guys are able to identify the spell as gaseous form, and you do know that its time frame isn't very long.
It's
Oh,
up to an hour. What
It's
do
an
you mean?
hour. Never mind. I thought it was a minute. Yeah, you're good. But until he drops concentration for an hour, this donkey is a mist.
I'm just kind of like flabbergasted holding my cup of wine.
So, anyways, Schultz will be like, well, with that, I think we can move forward. And
What?
so he'll kind of saunter on.
Finley is confused and stares at Silver and says, What happened? Is he dead?
No, took the form of a mist, and see if a mist is following him.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
So-
All right, I continue. I obviously stay.
I feel like
I
you're still
follow.
wiping wine off of your face and everything, just like, what happened to my donkey?
Oh, I will catch up shortly. I'm just finishing up my ritual.
Okay.
Oh, oops.
Finley, do you wait for the ritual to finish before heading forward?
Yeah, I'll stay with Silver in case anything.
Okay.
Okay. So your ritual's not going to finish for a little bit, so I'm going to have these four continue forward. So, Sholta, you come across a dead end, but you previously have come across this prior and know about the switch that is to move this dead end open.
That's convenient.
Yeah, no, I touched that switch.
Alright, you flip the switch and it slides out of the way, and you open up into a very much larger chamber with 2 doors on the southern walls. When you enter
knowing
into
what
this
I-
room, you do know that the wall, that dead end, was a very large stone statue of a naked woman.
I recognize
That's
this woman.
Give me a history.
Oh, yeah, 17.
Sidebar, with knowing what I know, is there any paths ahead that might be considered difficult for the donkey to go through?
For the next hour.
From this place over, no. You know it's clear sailing from here. Unless you decide to
Alright.
explore further. Like I said, this is just based on the path you know.
Alright, so, I'll hold on to gaseous form for now.
Yeah, there's no downside.
Yeah.
No downside,
Like-
you can't get your wine.
Damn it. Well, damn it.
Just go huff the air, bro. It's
Um,
urban.
Okay, so this statue, you're not able to recognize anything on it. There's not enough defining features to truly understand who or what it is.
Even race.
With the knowledge given to me by my benefactor, would I be familiar by this?
You just feel as though it was mere decoration, a fascination from whoever the craftsman was.
The pillars look better anyway.
They did.
So, we're gonna post it up here while they finish the ritual. Schulte's near
Your
the entrance.
ritual.
Little tunnel.
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna
Schulte's
scan
just
the
hanging
room.
out.
While we're waiting for them, I'm scanning the room for anything.
Okay.
And Schulte's hanging out near the entrance they came from, just in case he hears any commotion from the other party.
Perfect. Your ritual has stopped, or has completed casting, so you now have Detect Magic. You do not see any magic around you currently.
Alright, so there's nothing with these kobolds or their gear.
Goblins?
Goblins, sorry.
There's nothing with the goblins. No magic.
Alright, I want to look over some of the stuff I found the other day.
Okay.
The candle, the blue tinted candle that was in the statue's mouth or head,
Non-magical.
not magical. The expensive leather pouch,
Non-magical.
the vampire teeth,
Non-magical.
And
the
dirty.
tin pan.
Whoa, you found God!
As much as I'd love for it to be magical, it's non-magical.
Oh, that. Oh, you should have
Alright.
done something with that.
And then I ask Finley, do you have anything you'd like me to look over?
Look over?
Yeah, right now I can see if there's any
Goth
magic
mommy.
going on.
How about me?
Okay,
Yeah,
checking her.
checking her out.
Slay Queen!
Slaying it.
You do not
Alright.
see any magical items on Finley.
Oh, there's not a drop of magic. I'm sorry.
She kind of
Uh,
looks
I
sad.
lied. You do see one thing of uncommon energy from one of the
Oh.
potions.
There's a little bit of energy there. I can see. Well, shall we catch up?
Yeah.
Brian, I'm gonna
Brian,
send you a message just for your sake. It isn't relevant at the moment yet, though.
Okay, fair enough. So you take a moment to scan the room, Raven. Give me a perception.
Yeah, I just texted you. Also, Brian.
That would ping as magical since it does last 10 minutes. Silver would see your necklace glowing.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a
And
raven
anything
necklace.
anything else in the room itself, the statue or the doors or something?
So it's a 14 on perception.
Uno momento.
Mario.
Remember, passive's an 18. I don't know how that works out. It's so weird.
Passive is just based on something for if I need to figure out if you see something or not that happened in the background.
Oh, that you're not asking for?
Exactly. So
Right,
with the
okay.
perception
Like
of
noticing a train
14,
in the crowd.
simple walls, they go up to about 16, 17 feet. Nothing too important or crazy in this room.
Alright.
All right.
So I'm seeing there's a left path and a right path. Those are doors, I'm assuming.
They are, yes.
Which am I familiar with? The
You're
left
familiar
or the
with
right?
the right and going
Okay.
north of that.
So from this point forward, that path over there, I guess from our orientation, it would technically be to our left for roleplay purposes. The path to our left, and then northwards, I'm familiar with. The other path I am not. Would we like to explore a little bit more? Or head straight to the not explore?
Certainly, let's explore a new area.
Alright, so Sholta will go over to the door and kind of wait for Raven to check it out, because he just assumes
All right.
Raven does
Check
that.
out this door.
Give me an
Where am
investigation.
I? All right.
So, question for you guys.
Yes.
Do
I
you have
refuse.
the volume on stream on?
Wait,
Not
what?
certain.
I have like a 20% volume on this stream.
Okay. I'm just curious if any of you are able to hear the background music I have going.
I cannot hear background
No,
music.
I cannot.
Hold on, I'm turning my volume up. So at max volume, there's just a lot of extra static, and honestly, it's very unnerving because it sounds like jittering creatures in the dungeon.
Oh, I'm gonna turn it up now. So turning it up.
Oh god, I gave the shivers. I don't like that.
Okay, so
Alright.
it's just mainly for myself. That's fine. Unless maybe it's because I did application and not it's something to experiment at another time. Anyway, what was
Okay.
your investigation?
21.
It is not trapped.
All right. I just
All
wave my hand at the door. And there's
So
no mat.
Sholto,
There's
ahead.
no magic
you do
on the
not see
door.
magic on the door.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Wait a minute before. All right.
It's not trapped, but it's magical.
This door is as ordinary. as
gotta
can
ask,
be.
Brian, does the other group just like actively infiltrate every door? Just like, alright, I'll physically check it, I'll magically check it, I'll face check it. Like,
Yes, everyone.
they do too?
Everyone.
Okay,
Yes.
alright.
All
Alright.
right. Which way does this door open? Inwards or outwards?
It opens out from you.
Okay.
Alright, so
I
Sholto will
I open
take
the
lead.
door, and it just opens.
Yes,
Outward.
it is not locked. And you see it leads you to a hallway that has another door at the end.
Alright.
The
Down, same ordeal.
anticipation builds.
Do you just walk up to the door?
I'm on a 6, looking for shit.
I hope we'll see magic this time.
Yeah, I guess we're sauntering on over. Sorry.
All right,
burps.
Following.
Sholta.
Yeah.
Click, click. One of the
Oh,
plates on the floor pushes in.
I'm tired of this. Alright, what happens?
Nothing right now. Do you pick up your foot?
No.
No.
Schulta
Oh, God,
shouts
no.
back. I've activated a pressure plate. Nothing seems to have happened yet. And then I'm gonna check my inventory.
I say, wait right there. I run back to the tunnel and I grab some like debris.
Ooh, good
Okay,
idea.
you grab
like a
some
fat
rocks and
rock.
stuff. Yep.
Yep,
Uh,
and I run back.
Okay.
It's like, hold still.
Alright,
All
so
right, I will help with that. I think we're gonna need like 100 pounds of rock, so it's gonna take a few trips.
are you calling me fat?
As you guys just keep stacking piles of rocks going back and forth just for the sake
Yeah.
of
Brevity.
yes. You
Yeah.
have put enough rocks to believe you have enough weight.
Alright, so Schulta's gonna have everybody step back to the original room before he removes his foot.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, Schulta is going to slowly take his foot off of the plate.
Alright? It does not move.
Alright, it seems we've got it locked in place for the time being. Let's examine to see if we find this particular trap, if there is one. And Schulta's kind of looking around the room.
I'll go in there and I'll do the thing too.
Alright? If you're physically like scrying through the walls and figuring out, give me an investigation. If you're just looking around, give me a perception.
Alright, I'm just looking around, so perception.
I'm gonna investigate.
Man, that was a 6.
That's a nat 20.
I should.
You were able to find
That's good.
above where Schulta stepped on, there are a few holes in the ceiling that would release arrows.
Ah. So it's been activated already.
Can I find any more examples of this around?
With your
The
natural
hall.
20, you know full well that there are no other examples within this hallway.
Okay. It looks like we're clear. We negotiated that trap. It's like, yeah.
Alright.
Just don't.
Schulta proceeds to slink forward slowly.
I'm on a 6 again.
Alright. Since we're not dead, we're gonna door maneuver again. Schulta's
Okay.
ready for combat.
Ghost donkey.
The donkey
yeah,
is the
I forgot,
safest
he
one
is-
of all of us.
It is.
You know what? We could just shove the ash through the door. Wow, that just did not sound the way it's in my.
No, you intended for that. Don't
I'm not
sell
sure what kind
yourself
of apple
short.
you go to, but alright.
It is your ass.
I mean,
I had to not spit my drink at that one out.
apparently the fat ass. Oh god.
Can we just check this fucking door out, please? I got things to do.
No?
Besides to look at your
I'm
ass all
just
day.
getting so. This- Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god, I gotta focus. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna investigate this door.
Alright, give me an investigation.
19.
It doesn't appear to be trapped.
Alright, I wave over
Party
to the
turns to
magic
silver.
freaking ding
It is
dong.
not magical.
What do I see? Another clean door.
Alright,
I,
Schulta slowly opens.
Oh,
It does
okay.
not open. You jiggle the handle, it's locked.
Locked?
How does my 19 investigation not report this back to me?
You were checking specifically for traps, I think.
You were
I
looking
think
for
I just
traps.
checked the door.
Not to jiggle the handle to see if you can activate the handle trap.
Oh, right. Alright, well, fine. Do we really need to do that many granular?
Do we have
Back.
a key, a spare key?
No.
Could we just break the door?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
produced
Schulta.
a funny looking key. It's called Thieves' Tools.
I was gonna say Sholta has a key. Pulls out greatsword.
So
Alright.
I'm gonna pick this door.
All right, pick the door.
14.
You try, and you just can't seem to get that last cylinder to click in.
How long does it take me to try again?
So that we don't come into a rolling hell, it is beyond your capabilities.
Oof.
Okay.
What if I had some guidance?
What
I would
indeed?
allow a single
if so-
extra check because you're doing
Yeah.
something
Okay, I will
different
give
to assist
guidance.
you.
Uh huh.
All right, so I'm gonna roll again. Ooh, and
You mean
throw me
D4.
a whatever. Yeah. I think it's. I'll throw me a D4.
All right.
There we go.
You were able to beat the 20 with the guidance coming through. You were able to have your hand shift just enough in place to click that last cylinder, and it swings open.
That was a tricky one.
All right,
He
Sholta
pulls away,
takes the first step in.
All
pulls the
right.
bow back out.
So you look
notches
into
it.
this room, and it seems to have a wall, a partition, but it only stands at about 3 feet tall, so you're able to see on the other side. You see that there is a hanging skeleton, and above it is written in blood a language that I don't think you recognize.
On the back wall.
I round that corner with my bow drawn.
Undercommon and Giant are the two languages I know.
All of you walk into this room to see that on this wall here, where that skeleton lays, there is words written in blood that none of you can understand.
If only I had that thing. Oh well.
What size
Alright.
is the skeleton?
Give me a medicine.
Elle can't just look at him and be like, yeah, that's about 6 feet or so.
Well, that's a nat 1.
Oh no!
Yeah, you can't
That's
tell from
perception.
anything. It could have been the skeleton of a halfling to the skeleton of a Goliath.
Alright. Before we move on, I kind of want to check out the little alcove at the bottom there.
All
Why
right.
is there just a little section there? No. At the entrance. At the entrance.
This one.
At the entrance. Yes.
All right. It's an empty alcove with spider webs all around.
Alright.
I'll go to the other one.
the other one?
Let's see. I kind of
The
want
one-
to check to the left that you were originally going to put me.
Yeah,
that's
what.
where I was headed.
All right. So
Would
Finley
it
and Sholta,
be-
you end up in this alcove, and you see that it is just a pile of assorted bones, as if someone's been just piling them here.
Alright, Brian. I went to the bottom one. Finley's on the left one. I was going to do some investigating on the walls down here, right quick.
Okay. Give me an investigation for that.
Roll. It got locked in hell. That's a 9, so I doubt anything.
You find a very rare spider in the web. It glows a little faint blue on its thorax.
I take a piece of ration out, pinch it off, and kind of like offer it to the spider on the palm of my hand.
The spider pays you no mind.
I will visit with the corpse hanging from the wall.
I'm gonna watch him real careful.
I just imagine he's literally opening his eyelids with his fingers, just like, I'm not taking my eyes off you.
All right, so Finley, with that pile of bones.
I'm just rooting around in the bones to see if I can find anything.
All right, give me an investigation.
Ooh, what a pristine pelvis.
That's a 17.
You find a fully intact humanoid skull.
Whoa.
No damage, no cracks. It is actually polished.
Oh, I'm gonna take it with me and bring it to Silver.
Okay.
And
Shelter will also return.
while you're rummaging around, all that fun stuff, Silver, what are you doing with this body here?
I am offering a prayer for the soul of whoever was chained to this wall.
Well, I didn't find anything down in the little alcove down there, but there was an interesting spider. It glowed with a hint of blue.
Isn't that nature what the hell he's talking about?
You can just go down and look at the spider. That's what I'm trying to get you to do. Just saying.
Well, outside of a spider, I found this. I produced the shiny skull.
Oh. Oh. I didn't know you liked to collect cadavers.
I wasn't collecting it. I didn't know if it had any purpose.
You know what? That's fair. In this dungeon, you never know what might be important or not.
Is the skeleton missing a skull?
It is the one to the north? No, it's a full skeleton. I will point out that the skeleton to the north does have 2 horns that protrude from the top, that kind of curl backwards into like a ram.
Oh.
It could be anything. It could be a halfling.
That's a lot.
Yes.
I'm
Let's
brilliant.
not
sorry
let's
to
not
say it,
discriminate.
but I don't know any half. It turns to already forgot her name again. Donkey.
Silver. Or-
No, Donkey Lady.
While they're doing that, I'm
Aaliyah.
Celia.
gonna
The cousin of
investigate this other door for traps and locks.
And locks, Brian.
Okay, thanks for clarifying. Give me an investigation on that. Shulte, you were talking to Celia?
No. He's so I was saying I don't know of any halflings that have horns, and then he turns to look at Celia.
Oh, okay. Very well. She'd be like, yeah,
It'd
it
kinda
kind
be
of doesn't
like-
have horns.
I'm gonna look like further in depth at this skeleton on the wall and see if there's anything of like prominence, anything, I guess. So investigation again.
Now that I've prayed for its soul, I'm about to sacred flame it. So
Oh,
Are
well.
you telegraphing this out loud, or just is it stand
I
back?
mean-
Or...
you have a moment before I do that.
Okay.
All right. So I'll roll a little investigation.
And if you are touching it, I'm gonna stop. Obviously.
All right, that's an 18. Anything prominent
You
nature on it?
don't find anything really on the bones. Nothing of importance, and even if there was something, it's been stripped away long ago.
Okay. Schulte will say, if Edwin's got some parchments or something along the lines, let's copy down what this says here on the wall and see if maybe we can ascertain its meaning later.
Do you want to copy it?
Very well.
Yeah,
I summon
you know what,
forth
I,
the purifying silver flame of Mistra to send this any problems that it might have had to the next world.
That's a save,
maybe.
right?
Oh.
It is
Oh,
a
no.
dex save.
It will automatically fail that.
Alright, 7 radiant.
Alright. You start to cast your holy fire upon the bones, and the bones start to get a nicer gleam to them. They are becoming cleaner. They aren't cursed, corrupted, or anything of that sort, and you're able to indicate this now.
Alright, with that I can smile. I'm like, let's... Very well. Whoever was chained here may be at peace now.
Schulte turns to Finley. Finley, I've noticed you've had shock and like to doodle a bit. Do you think you could replicate this writing on the wall?
I could try. I think I have ink in here somewhere.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
Yeah, I pull out a piece of paper. and I take my ink pen and I try to replicate the thing on the wall.
All right.
I was smiling in the light of that flame.
Easy enough to do for you to
That's
copy and what.
creepy.
Raven, you find no traps and the door is unlocked.
Does it open inward or outward, or is that
It
another
opens towards you.
investigation? All right. The door
Not a
actually opens
uniform.
the other direction.
Not a uniform building code in here.
This is someone needs to get their act together with the building code.
Or maybe you're just
All
on
right.
the wrong side of the door.
We definitely are, because I want to be on the other side.
So both doors open into this room.
Yes.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Weird design choice. All right. Anyways, Schultz is over there with Raven now.
Okay.
I
Man, it's been an hour. It's like we've done nothing.
Yeah, I assume my magic vision is gone.
Yes.
Okay.
You saw Schulta radiant as always, I guess.
well, I'll step aside and let Schultz.
Oh, what color light did I give Solta? I gave purple.
Hell yeah.
Great.
The color of Regal and Regency. Alright, cool. Schulta opens his door after everybody steps out of the way so they don't get impaled by a ballista.
You open up the door to see that there are two large pillars that go up about 8 to 9 feet and then curve inward to create a large arch. There are multiple runes inscribed on the very top of this archway. It also has a little bit of a glowing pulse to it that changes between blue, green, and red. This room is dimly lit. Beneath this arch, there is some bones around.
So they're like in between the two pillars, the bones?
They are in
I'm
between
alarmed.
the pillar. Yes.
I'm gonna immediately say don't go through the arch.
That may be a portal. I have some awareness of this sort of thing.
Well, my main concern is that there are corpses directly where the portal would be. Well, not so much corpses as there are remains. So, I'm not sure it's something we want to explore to begin with. Truth be told, it could be something that has led these corpses here, and this is the disposal unit, or it could be something more horrible.
Right.
I will pray for guidance and examine that.
All right.
Jolta, have you seen something like this in your adventures?
Brian, have I seen something like this in my adventures?
If Arcana is good, I have a 13. I don't know if it was really the right roll
You
to make. but
have recognized the Mad Mage's portals, and you would be able to identify as this one is inactive and possibly unstable.
This is
Portal-
definitely one of the oh wait, hold on, was that for...
Portal may be inactive and unstable, but it has been active in the past.
I'm going to take my grappling hook on the rope and try to drag some of the remains.
Trying to be war out here? You'll never be war. Get it together.
Drag some of the remains out from beneath the arch.
Okay, that's easy enough to do since you're not too far away. You're able to pull out these bones, and they just rattle across the floor.
Is there anything else that comes with them?
Disrespect
just
your
bones.
surroundings.
Interesting. All right.
Well,
Something else.
I say we avoid this at all
Put my
costs.
grappling hook away. Yeah, don't go through the arch. It's probably a bad idea.
To the next door.
I don't know, it might do something amazing.
Why don't we try to put the donkey?
No.
Yeah, we
Oh.
can do the donkey. It's expendable. Joking.
Daphne, on the other hand, Schulta chuckles to himself, making a little joke.
I am given to understand the donkey may be your job security, Solea.
It is. That's why I was laughing. It's a joke. Haha. Funny, funny.
Ah.
All right, I go
don't get
check
it.
the next door.
All right. You arrive at the next oak door. This one has more metal than the others, and it seems to have been barred heavily.
Is this one opening inward or outward?
This one opens out from you.
Oh, this is very inconsistent.
Well, if you
Oh.
imagine that Raven.
All I
just
can
like,
imagine. Oh wait,
Portal.
no. The portal is the main entrance originally.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what it tells me. All right, investigate. 20.
Unlocked, but barred, so you have to remove those metal bars first. And there is no traps.
So the metal bars on our side?
The metal bars are on your side, yes.
No, okay.
But the handle itself is not locked.
I signaled Schulte and whatnot.
Alright, Schulte
Don't know
beefcakes it.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's easy enough to do since it's on your side. You just pick it up over the hinges and drop it. Ping, 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 ping.
Does the bar actually come off?
Yeah, you just pick it off.
I just hand it to Schulte. I was like, maybe this will be useful later.
Sure. As Schulte, I guess. Like,
Add a 3-foot iron bar to your inventory.
You know,
Oh,
Alright.
let's actually call it an iron dowel. It'll be easier to
Dowel.
understand what it is.
bar's
Alright.
fine.
Nah, because if I read iron bar and I forgot, which is not likely, I would think like an ingot.
Yeah, that's why I think he said down.
Right.
3-foot iron dowel. And then I'll put in parentheses,
Pole?
door
Maybe pole's
bar?
Yeah.
Door bar.
Well, that'll be clear enough.
All right. I step aside and allow.
Schulte does his Schulte thing and steps on through like the hero he is.
All right.
Yeah, the hero to proceed.
You enter into a hallway, and within this hallway, it is only 10 feet tall.
More than enough for 8.5.
Yes.
I do. Oh man, we are heading quite north now. This is
It's unfamiliar territory for me, but dude, that tripped me out for a second. I was moving my mouse over the stream, and you were moving the map in the exact way I was moving my mouse.
It won't be the first time I've done something for the distance we are.
Hey, don't bring that up. I just thought about that. I still get chills to this day. Alright.
Well, while they're all doing that, I'm actually gonna, before we get too far, give the skull that I found to Silver and say I found this.
Oh,
It's a nice polished
where did
skull.
you find it?
It bites.
It was in a pile.
Okay,
I thought you might want it.
thanks. I'll see what I
I'll
can learn from it.
Finley, is this your way of trying to make friends?
I thought we were friends.
Well, I mean, according to your rituals of coin and all that, it seems that Silver has given you coin as friendship. You hadn't returned anything, so I assume this is your way of trying to make friends.
Oh. She takes money out of her pocket and gives it to Silver.
Oh no, it's okay.
How much do you hand her?
It's full of coin.
I give her a gold.
Okay.
Well, look at that. The party grows ever more accustomed to each other. Alright. With that, I guess Schulte's marching forward again.
All right.
I like to. I'm holding my great sword like an assault rifle as I hit every corner. Just.
All right. You arrive at the next bend.
See anything? Nope. Okay, cool.
You do not see
I
anything
murmur to
for
the
this
skull.
one.
What stories do you have to tell, I wonder?
Man, I just sold cabbages.
Jeez.
That's what.
How far do you see out? 60 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Alright.
dark vision.
So you get to the first bend, and you're able to see further down there is another hallway. And just past that, just coming into your view at 60 feet, Raven, you see a bugbear, dressed very poorly in rags. He is very dirty, and is currently manning a ballista.
On my right here?
Straight
oh,
ahead.
Straight ahead. Oh, okay. All right. Has he noticed us yet?
He is still looking down that hallway.
I put my hand on Schulte to stop him.
Schulte kind of jerks back and looking back. What is it? Is all well?
And like, I do like the down motion. I
Schulte
noticed.
crouches like he can. Are you telling Schulte to crouch, or are you saying pointing downwards?
Oh, just like, and then I put my finger to my lips, like to be quiet.
Alright, Schulte kind of nods. Is light a cantrip or a spell, El?
It is a cantrip. I can dismiss it if it's drawn to my attention that I should dismiss it.
Okay.
I turn around and like I signal like the cut the lights to.
I wave my hand and it suppresses itself.
I don't. Do bugbears have dark vision? Is that a nature?
Sounds like a nature.
By nature, that
Sure.
18.
Yes, they do have dark vision. 60 feet, I think. 30 feet? 60 feet.
In any case, we cut the lights.
I was like, you're-
60 feet. Yeah, I just had to double check. It's the same as the goblins.
All right. I whispered.
Um,
I whispered to. So, does this guy look like the dude I saw earlier? Running away.
I would say for this instance, you would recognize it as the guy who ran earlier.
And I kind of do this like watch me thing, and I draw my bow.
Schulte pats him on the back once more, and within 20 feet around Raven, everything turns one level of light darker.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna like snipe
So
this
you're
guy.
in dim light then, because I don't think Finley got rid of your lantern, correct?
no, I didn't, but I'm sure
Okay.
somebody will tell me to turn it out.
Oh, sorry, I was doing that thing. All right, cut the lights. I signal her also to cut the lights. Yeah, I know she's special.
Then you would be in darkness, even though Schulte is dim light 10 feet around himself.
No. Wait,
But it's
I
not
thought
dim light.
Yeah, it's
You
one level
cancel it out.
lower.
Yeah, he
You
canceled
said the sword
himself out.
produces. You said the sword produces dim light, right?
Yes.
So now 20 feet around Raven, everything is one
It's
light
just-
level lower. So my dim light should be
There's just no light.
dark. Unless it's a magical effect of the sword that it just can't.
It's a
snubbed.
magical effect of the sword. I was just saying specifically for Raven, he is in darkness for this attack.
Oh. Fair enough. All right, that's all that matters to me at the moment. Do I need steady aim to generate advantage on this attack?
You're in darkness, and he is unaware. You may take the shot if you believe you have advantage.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to take advantage.
Ooh, you take advantage, bro. You take that advantage.
Okay, you are attacking him, and he is unaware of your presence, so it is at advantage.
All right. Let's do this. One with advantage. I'm also going to roll an additional die because I have a feat.
Yeah, you have them feats.
I have Elven Accuracy. Whenever you have advantage on attack roll including dex, you can roll one of the dice. I can re-roll one of the dice once. So that. Come on, crit. Whatever. Anyways, does a 21 hit?
A 21 does hit.
Okay. So he's going to take 12 plus. Where's my sneak attack? Plus 13
All right.
piercing.
You shoot your arrow down the way, and it hits him right through the neck. He's still alive, turns to you, and then lets out as loud of a roar as he can, even though the arrow went through his neck. I need everyone to roll initiative now.
All right.
Bing bong.
Do this.
Natural 20.
Oh my lord. Fuck that dude up though.
Good shot, good shot. Man, now that you're zoomed out, I'm not sure I like what we're seeing.
Oh.
Ryan, if you could just stop, that'd be great. Brian, stop!
I'm rolling initiative for everything. Let's do this, guys.
Welcome to the dungeon.
Fun.
All right, so
I don't like this. Anyways, Raven, I'm gonna need you to get so that I can see again. And I'm gonna need some light up in my life.
I think we should retreat to the Ark.
25
feed
to
them
20.
to-
I'm going to say you
Feed
guys
them
don't
to
know about
the
everyone
teleporter.
else yet. So you only have the idea of one guy right now, but he let out a howl.
Yeah, we're not retarded though.
Okay, I'm just saying you don't know the amounts of that's coming at you. Okay, I have Finley 23,
Uh-huh.
20 to 15.
I got a 17 and Shulta, the hero.
Okay. 15 to 10.
I am on a 13.
And then 10 to 5. 5 to 0. Raven, what's your initiative?
Hang on.
He's hacking. Oh yeah, I forgot I have that.
Sorry, I had people talking to me. All right, what was my initiative? 12.
12, thank you.
Were they not showing up?
No, I was just calling it. I didn't hear you.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Raven, 12. Okay,
Oh,
we
shit.
start with Finley.
Oh, gosh.
You
All the
also
way in the
dimmed
back.
your light. You got rid of
Yeah,
it.
so I don't see anything.
But you did hear that roar.
Ah, boy. Well, I'm gonna sidestep a little to the left, draw my bow, and launch an arrow.
Just into the darkness.
You?
What bow? Short bow? Long bow?
Longbow.
Alright, long bow is 120?
150.
150? Alright, so roll with disadvantage.
It's gonna be amazing. Watch her. She's gonna finish this dude.
It's 19.
19 hits.
Oh, wow.
I actually get 2.
Yeah, roll for damage.
Be great.
And it's a 5.
You shoot your arrow, boom, and you hear a
So fucking hell. Whoops. I hit the wrong button. I'll just throw the other one, I guess. Hold on. 17 would be the second hit with disadvantage.
Okay. You fire off the arrow into the distance. You don't hear it hit anything other than the wall on the other side.
He's dead. Dead.
Guys, I can't see anything.
It's all right.
That makes two of us, don't worry.
Let's see, for that'll be it for Finley.
Okay.
Brian, stop. I don't want to see all that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Get up! Actually, sorry, it's not in common. Iktik, woktik.
Said it. Gobbledygook?
Yes, none of you understand goblins, so you would not know.
What Vogel mannerisms do you speak?
Dick, dick, no, dick. Shota.
You know what? Hold
It's
on.
now
I
your turn.
gotta read. I gotta look at something right quick. Cool. So the goblin directly in front of me, is gonna hear inside of his mind, this is as far as you go. And then Shulta is going to swing.
This right here is far as
What weapon are you swinging?
Burn it all
What?
down, burn it all down.
I'm glad you know exactly what song I'm referencing to.
I
that's
saw
exactly
them
what I.
live.
Oh, that's great, dude. That's
Yeah.
great.
They had a really nice stage. It was 3 stages, 3 on top of each other with the stairs on it, and it was all screens on the whole thing, and they were moving up and down the whole thing.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite songs. I really like that. All right, so I'm assuming a 24 hits.
Yes, the 24
Oh,
does hit.
What weapon
Silver,
are you using?
My greatsword.
Oh, okay.
So that is the damage on the first attack. Is it still alive?
How much damage?
11.
11? You cleave this goblin in 2.
Yes.
And it falls to the ground.
So since I can make a second attack action, can I switch targets, or is
Yes.
that like a no-no?
No, you
Okay.
have an extra attack. It's just when you take the attack action, you're allowed to make a second attack to go with it.
Okay.
You
So
can
then I
actually
will
use movement in between the attacks as well.
You can, yes.
I mean, I don't think it's prevalent. I can reach the one to my left, right?
Yes, he's within the 5 foot.
Okay. Alright, yeah, so we're attacking the one on the left. Ooh, 13.
You go to
Does that
swing
hit?
this down, and you hear it comment, no, and he steps off to the side. You slam it into the ground. Debris falls everywhere. He's like, oh, shit.
Oh, hold on, actually, I have a great idea here. All of you are capable of fighting at range, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Shota tells the party, I'm gonna need each of you to take a step back and kind of instruct them to move at least 5 feet away from Shota.
Okay.
And that is the end of my turn.
Perfect. After shoulder.
To clarify, you just need to not be within 5 feet of Shota. That's all he's trying to get at.
I think I'm already, like, perfectly distant.
Silver and Finley are perfectly fine. It is Raven that needs to move. But yeah. Ooh, excuse me. You there, Raven?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure you've been quiet, so I wasn't sure if people were talking.
All right. 3 more come running around the corner. Only Raven is truly able to see them from this distance, but they have bows out. It is now... regular guy. He... He's gonna run over and huck a javelin. Sholta, how far? Because I believe you didn't turn on that light again. You dimmed the light, so everything over here is... So he's in darkness, you're in dim light 10 feet. I don't think you guys have any other light, do you?
No.
Not at the moment.
Alright, so it is going to be at advantage because you can't see the attack coming. Alright, so a 22 on Sholta.
Alright. How much damage am I taking?
Alrighty. So with that, you are going to take 2d6 plus 2. So you're going to take 9 piercing damage as a javelin is thrown across the hallway. It scrapes the side of your armor.
Is it magical?
It is not.
Cool, so I'm going to subtract 3 from that. So it's 6. Oh wait, I'm gonna...
Why?
Heavy armor master feat?
That's correct, yes. Okay, and after that, it is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh god, guys. The sleeping bag mimics are coming after us.
I was going to say they look more like the mucus guy from the Mucinex commercial.
Oh, wow.
I love that. I love that. That's gold. Thank you.
Well, we just need some Mucinex then.
Yeah. Clear them right
Oh,
out of there.
All right.
I think my next turn, I'll be able to pop some Mucinex. Just make sure you're not within 5 feet of me.
Silver, it is now your turn as you hear multiple footsteps coming at you from the hallway. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack.
All right. I am going to... Can I step to the left of Raven?
You want to get closer to Sholta as he tells you to move?
And then I exhale into a cold wind, which blows around my staff, and it reshapes into fire. And I'm going to shoot a 15-foot cone forward.
That's crazy. Nice.
This is the breath of the dragon.
All right.
Great.
Deck save.
You should just put Salt in.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. It is actually a 20-foot cone. Not that I don't think it matters here, but it is a deck save.
What's your save DC?
14.
14. 1 succeeds. The other 2 fail. Roll for damage.
4 damage, fire, and 2 on a fail. Or 2 on a save, sorry.
Okay. So 2, 4, and 4.
And after that, I will back up 5 feet.
Very good.
Are you standing in front of me?
Oh, I see you need a line of sight. I'll move to the right and behind you.
What's
Yeah.
It's dark as hell in here.
There we go. Sorry.
You could shoot past them. You know, it's not like you're gonna have to worry about not shooting past.
Well, I just was making sure because we're in a dungeon and I didn't want to be the asshole be like, "Ooh, you took an arrow to the butt. Sorry."
Yeah, but you
Or
just
me,
lost your
or me
like
being
three-quarters
the
cover.
asshole who blocks your shots.
Raven,
Fair.
it is now your
All
turn.
right. First off, I was like, let's fall back to the crazy dysfunctional teleporter. And then I'm going to fire at one of the damaged goblins.
Okay, go for it. There's 3 of them. There's that one, and that one.
Actually, I'm going to fire at the one directly in front of Schulte. He's not going to obstruct me, right? I'm not putting arrows in his butt cheeks. We just established this, right?
No.
Schultz is surprisingly nimble and aware of the battlefield.
All right, so I'm going to actually do the one that's not damaged directly in front of Schulte.
This one is upside down, so it is dead. If that's
Oh,
the
is
one
he
you're
dead?
referring. Yep.
Yeah, I murdered him.
Any token
Sorry.
that is upside down is dead.
I stepped away for a second. Sorry.
Nope, it's all good.
all good.
Okay, so that guy's
Yeah, I
dead.
cleaved him in
All
2.
right.
He's literally 2 pieces
all
now.
right. Gotcha. All right, so the one to his left.
Okay, very good. Roll to hit.
All right. I don't think I'm going to steady aim this. Actually, I think I need to move.
Brian, mechanical question. If I were to try to intimidate them, would I have to roll for each one, or is it just like
It's
one
just a
large roll?
general. I'm not going to make you roll 30 plus times for.
Cool, thanks. Thanks.
16 damage.
All right.
Plus. Yeah, so
16
that. Oh,
does
sorry.
hit.
Not 16, not 16 damage. 16 to hit. All right. So there's 11.
You shoot one arrow, goes straight through its eye.
Is he dead?
He falls down dead.
All right. Threads of Fate. So another enemy within 30 feet of him that I can see takes half the. All right. So I need to roll. Well, do I need to roll sneak attack on that because he was dead? Do I?
Well, that would technically be the only guy you could roll sneak attack on.
Yeah. All right. So for what it's worth, there's 15 sneak attack damage. All right. So now in the Threads of Fate, 9 more damage to the guy behind him.
So as you fire this arrow and it pierces his eye and fall, you see a blackish smoke emanate from the corpse and strangle, and kill the goblin behind it.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, this is sweet.
That's hot.
And then I'm like, I'm falling back to the other room. If you want to live, you should too.
He's the guy that hired us, isn't he?
I thought Finley was made a friend, not hired.
That's fair.
And as I go, I make sure everybody's like on the same page here. Like, this is not where we stand.
That guy's my friend. I should follow him.
Yeah.
There we go.
We're not
All right.
pulling a.
Hey, what's going on? What are you guys all running for? Yeah, I don't get why they're running.
Are they yelling at us?
No, they're just kind of just yelling out in the dungeon
Oh,
in
okay.
general.
I was gonna say, like, how can they say yes? Brother? Why are they going up when there's a whole south path?
That's their fire drill practice kicking in.
I love how it creates a shadow when you lift them up. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, so you shouldn't engage any opportunity attacks leaving now.
Oh, I wasn't worried about it to begin with.
Well, I mean, you're definitely not going to now.
What about the goblin to my upper right?
That one?
Yeah, I should be okay, right? Because it's around the corner.
But he's still within 5 feet, so he's still able to peek around and stab you once.
What
Okay.
a shitbag.
Well, in the same indication, if you guys are around the corner and someone runs away, you can do it too.
I'd like to imagine one of these days I'm going to swing my sword around the corner and just decapitate a guy on the edge of the corner.
And then break your
All right.
and then break your arm.
Now Sulia gets to go, and she goes, I can't see shit. I ain't wasting my arrows.
She has weapons. She can fight.
And she drags the mule along with her.
No, she doesn't. That's gassy.
You're-
And every
you're
item
totally
has
I
gassy.
I would also whatever. Yeah, it actually doesn't matter. I wouldn't have done
I
it.
believe
forgot-
you
I didn't spend my
did
pain
drop it
set.
in the room with the skeleton.
What's that?
Why would I have dropped in the room with the skeleton?
The gaseous form?
Yeah.
Because it was
Why
at
would
the
I have
same
done that?
time that magical sight was
Oh,
being dispelled.
doesn't the gaseous form last for an hour and not 10 minutes? So
No, it lasts for an hour. I just thought at that
No,
time you
I
dropped
never
it.
dropped it.
Yeah, you
Okay,
never
well,
dropped
regardless, the mule's going to follow for the sake of my sanity. Finley, it is now your turn.
Well, I mean, yeah, the mule would follow regardless. I think the mule understands. Follow tiny lady.
Yes, yes. Finley,
The nice little lady.
Hi.
you may go.
Yep. Finley listens to her companion, and she pulls out her lantern as the action, because we're not trying to be in the dark anymore, and I'm going to chase after
All right,
Raven.
that's 30 feet of movement. Your lantern's 30-30, right?
We keep calling it a lantern, my bad. I think it's a lamp. It does not. It's
Efficient.
dim light up to an additional 30 feet. Bright light 15 feet.
Okay,
45. Yeah. Okay.
that's all I need. Okie dokie. Anything else you wish to do?
Nope.
Okay.
Soothe the donkey.
Do
Oh, we
what to the
can't.
donkey?
Insubstantial. Soothe.
Soothe him.
All right. So the goblins are all going to be nimble as they are going by Shulta, which gives them the disengage bonus action.
Oh God. Here they come.
And then as their action, they're all going to attack Silver.
Oh, these little bastards.
And since you are flanked on two sides, two of them have advantage. They all go striking with their blades. So that is going to be a 17, a 9, and a 13. I only think one of those.
the 17 hits and the others do not.
All right. So, as you're dodging the different attacks that they're coming from either side, one of them sneaks in and stabs you for 6 damage. And that is the end of their turn. Shulta, it is now yours.
Alright. So I'm going to be using my bonus action to activate something. Gotta get back on my page because I love the... there we go. So as Schultz is sitting there, you know, he kind of mutters some words that nobody really understands at first. And then within a 5-foot aura around him, a swarm of flies just seems to protrude from under his coat, filling the tunnels with the sounds of buzzing and, you know, kind of like weird gnawing and such. So that's my bonus action. To make an intimidation check, is that an action? What's that gonna do?
That is taking your action to scare them away.
Nah.
So
And that would be for
That's
the
what I'll-
frightened condition.
okay. So Sholta's gonna do intimidation. Because of what I did, I have advantage on intimidation. So let me roll that at advantage. Inspiration. Do I do that before the roll, or do I do it before
You
the
can
outcome?
use it after you know the outcome. It allows you to re-roll any die once.
Okay. So that's gonna be a dirty 20.
All right.
So Sholta's gonna say, all of you who stand before us, stand down and lay your weapons down, or become the carrion upon this dungeon's feast.
Oh shit, this guy means business. That's what we doing. You do see that a few of them around the corner are kind of taking one step back. They haven't fully dropped their weapons yet.
All right. Let's see. Sholta will take one step. Let's see. One step back. Yeah. So that goblin in the range. I don't think I have anything else to do. What about reactions? Do I have reactions? No. Okay. Alright. And then with that will be the end of Sholta's turn.
Alright. So, 3 in the distance. It'd be... Okay.
What? What you do? Well, you make 50.
The shout. How far?
Oh, okay.
It was just an indication of what goblins would be affected by it and which ones wouldn't.
Copy. So just so everybody's aware, whatever starts its turn within my aura is taking +3 points of poison.
Alright. Well, you see them with their bows, but they're all going to pull the arrow, shaking heavily for those who can see them at this distance. Which I don't actually. No, I don't think any of you can see that far. Yeah, because your light only goes to that far, and Raven backed up, so you guys don't see anything that's happening over there. I'll just shut up.
Alright, I'm about that life. Keep it silent, DM.
Alright, however, from the darkness, a javelin emerges to strike at Sholta. Another 22.
Okay, that hits.
2d6. That's 5 plus 2.
So 7 total.
7 piercing.
-3 for 4.
That damage reduction is doing justice.
I could do more damage reduction if I wanted, but I think I'll hold off for now. Burn it all down.
And after them, there's all the ones who are facing that way. So it would have been... They'll position themselves, pulling bows at the ready, and then end their turn, which then brings us to Silver.
Are any of them reacting to the obviously frightened ones?
They're holding themselves and not engaging currently because they are frightened.
The hero stands alone.
All right, I'm gonna do
Love it.
a normal breath attack of. I breathe in, breathe out, so like a big cone of cold right down the hallway to the bottom. There we go. They can make a dex save.
Or perish.
You breathe in
And
on
a
the
22.
Sheesh.
It's 16 damage on a fail, 8 on a success.
All right. So
Cold.
you breathe out this cold air, and one of the goblins, specifically the one on the left, freezes in place as an ice sculpture. The other one puts his back up against the wall and is like, "Oh." Do you have a bonus action?
And with that, yes, I do. I will take the step of the wind, and I will kick off of the wall behind me and
Are you using the
sort of
disengage
disengaged.
part of that? Okay.
Yeah, disengaged down the hallway behind this guy.
All right. You parkour off the wall to jump over this guy.
Yeah,
That was
and I
classy.
have 40 feet of movement, so I can get at least that far. I don't want to. I probably don't want to lead too far, so I'll go like right there. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Ow! Dang it!
I'm
Getting
done.
away! All right. And after you is Raven.
All right. I'll right back. Stepped away for a second.
It is your turn.
All right. I take note of this ice sculpture, and those other two guys are still up, right?
These two, yes. However, this one
Yeah.
is wounded.
All right. So I lean around the corner, like I do the peeking maneuver
Yep.
with my bow out, and I just send an arrow right into the guy that's on the hero's butt.
Okay. Go for it. Roll the hit.
All right. Oh my god, that is crap.
It is far too nimble. You fire off this arrow, it shifts to the side, and it just bounces off the hero's armor.
The hero.
Pling!
I'd like to say that more so I deflect that shit just out of sheer instinct alone.
Okay. For your role-playing purposes, you shifted your great sword so that it hits that instead.
Once I get the other 2 or 3 levels or so that I wanted in the other class, like it's just gonna fit, So I'm prepping it, all right.
Okay.
Prepping it.
No, I get it.
I yelled to Sholta, like, fall back, Sholta. we're like almost in the clear. Well, where the rest of us are in clear.
I'll make my way over once I can get past these fools. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
All right, and I will. They're not going to obstruct me, are they? My allies?
No.
If I need to fire.
Unless
Right.
your ally specifically says they're obstructing you.
Fair enough. All right, I move ahead. Both of them. 30. Can I make it to the door?
You can make it
I
to
open
the
the-
door.
I open the door.
The door was not
For
closed.
All right, fair enough.
Hide behind the door.
And
Wouldn't it be funny if it was trapped, but only from the other side?
that's right. Thanks, Luke.
All right.
Okay.
I will mention with the movement that you can't be in the same tile as someone else, though.
Oh.
Unless they're, a
All
dead
right.
body.
You
that
can't end a move in somebody's
Oh,
space.
actually, I'm going to use my bonus action to get. Can I bonus that? Dash. Yeah. I'm going to
Yeah.
bonus action dash.
Cunning
'Cause I can
action.
do that.
Yeah, go for it.
I forgot I can do that.
Do this.
I'm going to move the far end of the room without going between the pillars. Like where that spider web is, I suppose. Yeah.
All right.
You didn't notice this
Rash.
before. A lot of rubble. You trip, roll into the portal, and immediately die. Think for playing.
Actually, I would have him roll 2d6.
That's all that does? That's negligible. Alright, cool.
Oh, actually, I take it back. Sorry.
You do go through the portal. Ah, that's so much fun.
I'm going to move right up to that space to the left of the top pillar.
Okay.
Perfect. There we go.
You sure you don't want to get behind the pillar for cover for the enemies coming?
Yeah, sure. No, not exactly. Wait, I gotta read something real quick. I might be, all right, bottom line, I might be 1 square backwards, like 1 square south. I gotta read this item. Sorry.
I don't forgive you.
Well, just let me know as you figure it out.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay.
I haven't used this item before.
You dang chaps, you need to stop this. Fall back. Fall back. You don't need to engage in every single fight. Yeah, that's definitely how we're gonna go about this. Alright, boss. But we lost a few of our... We hired you for no reason other than to be meat shields. Get your ass back here. Okay. So after them, goes for these goblins. Any others?
Things that have frightened condition can't move towards me, correct?
That is correct, yes.
So the two down there are not likely.
They may be in trouble.
Alright, so Leah is going to be like, dum 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 dum.
You shut up, Brian.
Finley, it is now your turn.
Hi. I wouldn't have heard any of that or noticed, so I'm going to continue in the head in the same direction as Raven.
Okay.
But as I'm passing Silver, I'm going to say, "Are you okay?"
I'm okay, thank you.
What is that big old aura on Finley? Did I miss
Light.
something?
A lantern that she's
Oh.
carrying.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Just got to see. It's dark as hell down here.
Yeah,
Oh, I just didn't
technically, you know, there's the walls here, so you know that this would be darkness. But, you know,
Yeah,
it
I know.
shines slightly in there, and...
There'd be like dim light around a corner, maybe, you know, at a distance.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
Alright.
I'm going to go with the donkey and just pet the donkey.
You're gonna put your hand through gas. Hurt.
Try.
Alright, it makes nice little things. It's like that moment where you get that little bit of steam and you kind of move your hand and you shift it through and you can make like those little shapes. Kind of like playing with sand, you know, making little symbols and stuff as you move the fog around.
Is it a donkey-shaped fog?
Yes, I believe that is how the gaseous form works.
Okay.
I'm pulling it up right now just to be certain.
Alright.
You transform one creature you touch along with everything it's wearing, carrying into a misty cloud for the duration. While in this form, the target's only method of movement is flying speed of 10 feet. Target can enter cogs.
Fire, fallen brothers! Shoots an arrow, goes wide. Hits the wall. Ba-ding. The other one goes, I will get you! And swings with his scimitar. And you easily deflect it away.
Is it my turn next?
It is your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll this out a little bit. So as he swings at me,
Did that guy
Hold-
take his
hold up.
poison damage?
Hold up. Yes,
Oh,
he
yeah.
did take 3 points. They are
Okay.
going to bonus action disengage. They're both going to run.
Oh, that's going to be hilarious.
don't worry, I will. I got this. Don't worry. So Schulta's gonna come up behind the one that tried to swing on him, and then essentially like he's gonna like grab the top of his head, like not like a grapple or anything like that, and we're gonna deal some damage here if it hits, which I mean, hopefully it does. Alright, so first one is a 17, so I assume that hits. And the second one is a...
Technically, those are at disadvantage. Because you're making a ranged attack in melee.
Yeah?
I'm practicing my rockstar song for numbers.
Okay, well, so I guess the first attack then will be the 17.
Can you print out a rockstar?
Okay. A 17 will still hit.
The second is
The 13 will
13.
not. So roll damage for the first one.
Alright. Didn't give me a chance to. Whatever. Alright.
Alright, so between the flies from before and the 6 damage here, you pick it up from the skull and you blast its head off. The body falls limp onto the ground.
Okay, let me describe it. I want to do this because it's something I like. So, anybody that can see this, you see Sholta grab the back of this goblin's head, and just a torrent of raw force starts shearing away his flesh and caving in the skull before he falls limp. And then Sholta is going to look at the other goblin and say, I'm going to give you one opportunity. You will follow us into the next room, or your pain will be twice that of your comrades.
Give an intimidation.
Sure. Rolly. Holy advantage, because your boy's got his thing going on here. That's an 18.
Okay, boss.
So assuming we're out of combat now.
You do not see any other goblins coming down the hall from your simple vision. Nor do you hear footprints. Sorry, footprints? Footsteps getting closer.
Alright, so Sholta is staying 5 feet away from everybody as to not proc his thing, and telling the goblin to move forward. Silver, I assume, heard Sholta's command and knows that this goblin is chill. So Sholta shouts ahead, 2 things, comrades. First and foremost, one of them is now in our number for the time being. And secondly, so I will ask you to keep your distance for a little while, so that you don't take injury.
I will, assuming it does not resist, I will put manacles on it.
Ooh, alright.
I don't like this. But he won't
And
resist
then
it.
I lead it.
As he
I feel
keeps
like it's
looking
gonna
back
sound-
at Sholta.
I feel like it's going to be a science experiment.
Mate.
So it's now manacled. Okay. Alright.
Alright.
He's
So I'm
jingling
assuming
the
we're all
chain
moving
around. Ching, 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 ching.
Alright, let's regroup in the last room, I guess. Sholta's still staying 5 feet away from everyone as the flies hover and swarm around him.
Okay.
Okay,
So you
I
guys
bring
all
it
make
down.
it back
Yeah.
into the room.
As you come in the room, you see me like just stand like with a bow drawn, like waiting for one of these shitbags.
Yep, but he did mention out not to fire.
And he's still tracking this little guy with his manacles on.
Mm-hmm.
So Sholta sheathes his blade after kind of like shaking off the blood from that, split goblin. Putting it back onto his back. Alright, well, I thought it might be advantageous to take one of these fellas with us. Do we dare use the portal?
I signaled to Sholta like, we should probably bar that door again.
Oh yeah, Sholta will close the door.
Alright, you close the door.
Sholta will let the rest of the party know that he overheard, whatchamacallit, essentially like the leaders he presumes say like, stop fighting, it's not worth it, we're not gonna deal with it, kind of thing.
Okay. What are you guys doing next?
Toss my goblin in a portal.
Or you're just gonna toss him through?
I was waiting for the obvious.
So Sholta literally like comes up behind the goblin, and he just throws him, like he picks him up by his back and just chucks him in between the pillars.
Alright, just for shits and giggles, give me athletics.
Ooh. +7, let's go, baby.
Easy enough. You pick up this goblin, throw him through the portal. Now you're making me roll the 2d6.
Now you're 2d6.
As you throw the goblin through, you see a magical aura around the pillars light up greatly and zap the goblin. It then poof, vanishes.
Is it gone? Oh, okay, it's vanished. Okay.
Where'd he go?
Well, that's a good question, but that arcane energy didn't look too friendly. He just turns invisible.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if that portal works properly?
What are you doing?
You guys take a moment
The
to
door-
look over to see the door was unbarred, opened, and footsteps running away.
Oh,
It actually just turned him invisible.
You see
Did we
the
hear
runes between the portal start to dim.
was
and
he
turn
was
off.
he able
What
to take
color
the
were-
bar off while he had
What-
manacles on?
Yeah, that's a good question.
You put it
It
around
was-
his wrists,
Right, I think that would make it harder.
When they're
but it's
behind
still
his
just
back?
picking it up. That's also why I was doing like it just dropped to the ground. It's not like it's, it's just to
So
prevent from
nobody
the
gets-
other side from getting through.
So even though Raven had an arrow ready and is on defense and
Yeah,
probably
fucking-
saw
he had
and
his hand-
heard
he's
the
handcuffed
door
behind his back.
no shot? Alright.
Well, I suppose we had
could I have
better
caught-
pursue then.
Could I have caught that door moving?
All right. So with you being ready and watching,
Yeah.
I will allow one attack at disadvantage.
Sure thing. A door moves. I'm gonna switch trigger. Let's see if this works. Let's do this.
You fire this arrow, and the arrow itself snaps from the bowstring, falls into splinters in front of you.
I was just
What
Two.
happened? Did you
You were
roll
too
a nat
tense.
one?
You were too tense.
too tense, man. I was too high strung.
I like to imagine the arrow didn't even move. The bowstring just came through with such force that it just cleaved the arrow.
Yes. Collapse.
It's still knocked. He still has the arrow knocked. It's just stuck on his string.
Oh, it's funny. It was.
And
It
then you
was
guys
not.
hear running away. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I'm gonna go back over and bar the door again. Also,
Shouldn't we just go up there?
yeah, you want to just chase him? Yeah, let's chase him.
Yeah.
I genuinely think we could handle that encounter. I mean, I know there's a lot of them, but like,
I
Schultz-
wasn't sure at first, but it seemed all right.
before we do go up, I will take one potion of healing.
Okay. Chug, chug, chug.
Chug.
Regular one,
2d.
2d4 plus 4.
The description of potion healing.
Hello?
Hello? Yes?
So the description of potion of healing just says 2d4 plus 2, not plus 4.
Oh. Sorry. My bad. I'm thinking of greater then.
So that's 6 HP back.
6 HP! Woo!
Wouldn't that be
Okay.
8?
What order are you guys chasing him in? And Celia goes,
Wouldn't that be-
should I follow?
Hold on. What were you saying, Silver? What about what?
What?
Oh,
I
I was
heard
saying,
silver.
wouldn't that be 8 HP? Because it's plus 2.
Yeah, rolled a 4 plus 2.
Yeah, so I got 2 2s off the 2d4s, and then plus 2 for 6. So I got 3 2s.
Oh,
So, okay.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah, Schultz moves forward.
You're good. Jumping. Let's go. Okay. What's your chasing order? If you're chasing.
Schulta, then Schulta again, and then Schulta a third time, and then Schulta a fourth time.
I'll follow his second.
Well,
I'm
Stay
right.
5 feet
second
away.
I'm on Schultz's
5
side,
feet
so-
away. 5 feet away.
Yeah, 5
Shoulder.
feet away, I guess.
Sure.
We can go side by
Or-
side.
That's fine.
How long does
That
that
aura-
aura last for?
Until I'm incapacitated or dismiss it as a bonus action.
Huh. Well, okay then. Solia
Oh,
will
and-
yell out, "You want me to come with?"
Yeah, stay
Yes.
like 20 or 30 feet behind us.
Okay. Alright, so you guys start chasing down. You get to the hallway with all the dead goblins that was there prior. I'm just going to move her here just for now. And then I'm going to start moving these tokens.
Feels like Goblin Slayer now.
Goblins. Alright. Oh, I gotta stand up right quick. Oh, God. My legs.
Oh, my leg! Oh, I'm going to throw you over there.
I've been sitting crisscross.
It feels like we could just let Shilta loose in here, and we could all just have a coffee.
I mean, I feel like if you guys did that, though, like, you wouldn't look at Schultz as a hero anymore, bro. He'd be some sort of savage monster.
True.
I mean, if I don't see it,
You did not get to see those heroics.
Schultz just, like, taps the rock near the entrance to the fucking cave, and just, like, it becomes darkness, and all you hear is, ah! Cling, cling, cling! Ah! Just, like, for, like, an hour straight.
I'm just saying, if I don't see it and then you come back and regale us with some heroic story, then you'll forever be a hero.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, no. You see, I tried to parlay with them, but they just immediately tried to attack me. They even threw an innocent child at me. The poor thing didn't make it.
Your parlay equated to a total of, die, foul beast!
True.
Oh, I tried to parlay with them. Okay. Anyway, so you have made it to the crossroad. You know that they were coming from the right here.
Can I cheat that corner somehow without getting buzzed?
If Sholta goes
So is-
across.
The specific thing of that is as long as you don't start your turn
Oh,
in the aura, you
Yeah,
don't take
so
the
you're
damage.
just think of a windshield when you're just driving through a bunch of flies.
yeah. I'm just gonna peek it
All
The
right.
flies lovingly caress your face.
and then come
All
back.
right. So when you peek the corner, you're going to see that there are two bugbears who are better dressed than the ones that you've seen previously, and you see a few goblins behind them, bows at the ready.
I fall back a little bit further so I don't get buzzed again, so I don't start my so I
Okay.
don't trigger
You
it.
fall back to where you were previously.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's what I saw. What about north? Did I see anything north when I
North, it's
Yeah.
empty, except for that one guy in the ballista.
did I notice he's dead? I assume.
Yes,
Okay.
you saw
As
him
like a-
die previously.
Okay, that's what I thought. but I
Finley
wasn't 100%
didn't,
on-
but you did.
I report that as well.
No one was
Um,
surprised.
All right, I
I'm
have an idea.
just like kind
I
of
will take-
impressed and like. told
I will
Finley,
take
like,
a dodge
know what to
action
say.
and run to the other side of the hallway opposite from Shilta.
Did you just combat roll?
Yeah.
Just his barrel roll.
Do a barrel
No.
roll.
Silver just did the Gears of War sprint from cover to cover.
Just down low.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And does that magic slide on the ground to get right into cover?
Covers
Alright,
30
I'm
feet.
I'm gonna
one
do the same thing to get next to him to just to the left.
Okay.
'Cause I was also very impressed with that.
Okay.
Could I make that?
His left. His left.
Runners?
Well, west, whatever. Left, west, no, whichever.
The other square.
Yeah, the other square. There we go.
So Shulta kind of ooh, this is a good opportunity. Shulta takes a moment to speak into first Silver and then Raven in their minds. So in Silver's head, they hear Shulta's voice. Do you think
Okay.
we should try and communicate with them since they seem to have stood down and not think it's worth it?
Very well. I will use thaumaturgy to cause harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute.
What? What does that got to do with anything I just said?
It's gonna make it scarier. Now you can communicate with them.
I guess I
I'm
could
not
roll
sure.
intimidation.
We would give away our advantage of surprise, I expect.
I think they're on guard. I mean, like, the most that we can have is if they don't see us, but they're not gonna be surprised.
Well, that's enough for me.
So, I guess
Shimmer's
Sholta
just
will
over
take-
there,
Yeah,
not
fine.
hearing any of this.
She's like looking at her lantern, like I could put like a butterfly sticker right here.
Stickers existed.
We'll make them exist. So I guess Sholta will, as the tremors start, come into view at the end of the hallway, and call down to the bugbears.
No
seems to me-
further.
It seems to me that you two lead this troop here. Is it safe to assume that everything is now stand down, and we won't have any other encounter?
You do not cross that line, and he just kind of points in a general direction in the hallway.
I'm afraid to say that, unfortunately, I can't see that well in the dark. I'm not sure what line it is. Have I crossed it yet?
Not yet. Another step, though. Don't do it.
Understood. What should I want to do now? Might I ask what you folks are doing down here in the dungeon?
That's our business. I think we should tell them anyways, because they're just going to be nosy about it, aren't they? Whatever. We're here on a mission from our guild. We'll tell you that much.
Fair enough, folks. Well, as long as we mean no harm to each other, I think that we can be alright. At this moment, Sholta will dissipate the aura. So there's no more flies. They kind of just, fly into the shadows and, dissipate. Actually, no, they climb back underneath his cloak and just kind of fade back into it.
Oh, that is
Like
creepy.
into the cracks of the armor.
Yeah, like they start
the
shifting to the robes, like becoming one with like the cloth on his armor, and then just literally crawling underneath his plate and
Yeah,
just
there
back into the body.
That's
Um,
nasty.
Yeah, no, it's.
Too bad you
it's-
didn't get to see that.
I know.
Might I inquire as to what guild you're with?
Xanathars. That's the only name we'll give you.
Do I recognize this?
The guide to everything?
Two people. Give me a history.
Would Sholta have any knowledge of this, from his, sorry.
Okay, so let's go with two people with the history, and then I'll give you something special.
Oh, sorry, I rolled. Should I
I've
not
heard
roll?
of them.
All right.
I don't know.
So you rolled a 16, though. With a
Yeah.
16, you do recognize the name of the Beholder. And Sholta, you know it is a Beholder that holds that name within the dungeon.
Xanathar? I'm familiar with the name and so on and so forth. I can't say that I've, encountered... Is Xanathar a male? Is it genderless?
Generally, they're genderless. But he
Okay.
has been referred to as a he.
Okay. I can't say that I'm quite familiar with him personally, but I am familiar with, his namesake, to say the least. So would Sholta know if Xanathar is, like in cahoots almost with the Mad Mage? Or is, like, Xanathar just here, like, stealing from the Mad Mage like everybody else?
I privately DM'd you.
Sorry. I didn't see. Let me hear it. Get away from my laptop. Good. So with that, Schulte will say, I actually have a question I would like to speak with you privately about, if you wouldn't mind. How far away are they from me?
Well, they are 40 feet from you. And you technically hear voices and don't really see them with the way that the light is at the moment.
Ooh, let me check something then, if that's the case. Where is that thingy dingy dingy? Okay, so I'd have to see them for that. So Schulte says to them, if you might permit me and me alone to step forward and communicate with you, I would like to discuss something with you about Xanathar.
Roll a persuasion with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Let me just get down here. Persuasion. Why is my persuasion on? What do that? Don't tell me right away. Might use inspiration on this. So inspiration is a reroll on one of the dice, yes?
Yes, you can re-roll one of those dice.
We will reroll the 9. So, or the 6. Okay.
Anything
so-
you have to say to us, you say from over there.
All right, I'll let
All right.
the harmless tremors in the ground stop. We don't need that, evidently.
It's a good thing there ain't that cave-in coming in.
What do you say? There's no cave-in coming in? Jeez. We want to make this work, but I don't know if I have anything to do so. None of that.
I have an arrow notched in case any of them make any funny moves.
Fair enough.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of how the fuck I could do this. I'm sorry.
Oh, rolling.
Okay. So Soldier's gonna say, it's a secret of utmost importance. I consider myself to be a foe of the Mad Mage, so whatever your goal might be could align with my own. My party, they have their own goals and objectives, but none of them align themselves with him. I would like to apologize for your comrades that we had slain.
They did throw a small tree at us.
Yes, they had shot a ballista at us when we had investigated, and we assumed you to be hostile on sight. If possible, I would like to make amends and discuss.
Yeah, I don't know. Should we? It's not something I really want to. Nick.
I'm also
Guess, gosh, Nick Nooks. Roll one more persuasion.
maybe he just needs some guidance.
Finished still?
I'm just gonna walk to the other side of the aisle here. No,
Oh,
yeah, down there. Just gonna chill out.
No combat pulse.
No combat roll this time.
Just casually.
Is this still at disadvantage?
Yes, it is still at disadvantage
Yeah.
because this is something that they don't really want to give up on.
Alright, cool. The lower number 17 from Mata 20.
Yes. Fine. Only one of you.
So she turns back to the party. My comrades, I ask you to stay here and hold your position
I'm going to go speak with them and see if we can maybe find an amenable outcome. I will return momentarily.
Of course, just make a noise if you need help.
Oh, don't worry, you'll hear shrieks. So Shulta kind of like puts his hands up, and like slowly walks forward to show them that, he's not trying to be hostile.
Okay. You still have that 10-foot dim light?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you're able to see just enough, and in view comes one bugbear that's more dressed than the other. He pretty much looks like a pirate. He has a red bandana and leather black biker jacket on, and he has like nice slacks and nice leather boots, and then two gloves that are spiked on the end.
Good to know.
Not like claws, but like knuckles.
Yeah, that's what I figured, like knuckles. So I'm assuming we're gonna have a whispered conversation here. So 1v1 with DM.
Yeah.
Okay. Just switch tabs.
The rest of us, do we have any like cards? We can play a game of cards or something.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna check these bodies. So there's that.
Okay.
See if they
give
have
me an
anything.
investigation when you're going through the bodies. And then
Yeah,
I'll go jump over with Tyler's conversation.
One-
Unless
I'll help check as well.
Well,
I'll let the others check. They're better.
yeah.
There's 1, 2, and there's 3 here. I'm gonna check these 3. So a 6, a 22, and a 13.
I wanted to investigate.
Oh, well,
Go ahead.
yeah. You doing that other one down there?
Hey, I pulled you back. So I'm thinking for the sake of how this is going, so we don't have everyone just waiting for the conversation, I'll get with you tomorrow, and we can have that conversation then for however you wish to speak. Is there any like specific things that you need? Just DM me and I can give you quick answers for them, and then we can go in length of however you want the conversation.
Okay. I think I'll DM you kind of like what my objective is for the time being on this, and then we can move on from this section.
Okay, fair enough. You guys are investigating, so you're going through. How many bodies are you guys?
5,
Let's see.
I believe.
5 here.
Yeah, there's 5 bodies altogether. Why do I have multiple investigation checks from you?
I was just doing one for each body I was checking. I
No,
thought
just one in general. Just one in general for all the bodies. We don't have to go through each one. Finley! So, you started to go through one of the goblin's pockets, and you pull out a book. And then you're just like, ooh, a book. And you sit down and you just start reading it, not paying attention to anything else. Raven, you start going through all the bodies, and you are going to find a total of 60 copper,
Hooray!
10 silver, and 4 gold. In addition to this, you're able to find plenty of arrows, 5 short bows, 5 scimitars, and 5 really tiny pieces of leather armors.
Like itty bitty.
Right.
Like it's not even like a full armor. They're just like sashes.
I take the arrows and I leave everything but the money. I got some pocket change, guys.
I don't respond. I'm reading.
Is it an interesting book?
It's
I
upside
don't
down.
know. Yeah.
Is it upside down?
I know. And it's in Goblin.
Does she know how to read?
Who knows?
All right, Finley.
Oh my God.
I'm going to need a general intelligence check from you.
Okay.
No, this sounds really
This
great.
will determine if the book is too complicated for you. No,
That's a
it's-
15.
Yeah, with that, you're able to read the book just fine.
It just has a weird way of reading.
Yeah.
Upside down.
So you're reading through it, And it is The Knight and the Slave is the name of the title of it. And you start getting into the book and reading, and it starts off as a simple story of this knight seeing this slave being pulled away, and he falls in love with her at first sight and goes through multiple different quests and missions to earn enough money to buy her. And then it goes into quite detailed descriptions of bedroom interactions.
Oh, God. Finley's blushing.
And
Goblin erotic fiction.
75% of this book is bedroom interactions.
Your fragile
Finley
mind.
is probably more perplexed by what's being described to her. Yeah.
Oh, she just
We'll learn as we go, don't we?
It's a very educational book. Is my response to Silver.
Your poor character.
You just see Finley like trying out the description of like poses, like she's doing yoga or something, and like everybody's like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Oh
Right
my
now?
god. I just found like an erotic fan fiction novel on this stupid
Oh
comic.
god, here we go with the fan fiction again.
All right, I suppose I'm going to go to the other end of the hall, all the way up to the Ballista, and check that body.
I'll
All right.
follow on his 6 to keep him, just to keep a watch on him.
Okay, fair enough. Finley ends up reading for some time. You investigate the body, and you will find 11 copper pieces, and that's it.
I suppose this one wasn't very well paid.
I cut the string on this ballista.
Good
Okay.
idea.
Easy enough to do. You have a bladed weapon.
Yep.
Okay, simple enough. Chink.
Alright, enough of that. Freaking shooting trees at people.
You killed it. Now it's upside down.
Oh no, it's pointed
It's a
at
mimic.
It's a mimic ballista.
Oh, no. Having
How
flashbacks.
scary would that be to have a mimic shoot ballistas?
I honestly
Oh my God.
love that idea. That sounds sick.
Okay, so Sholta, as you're going through, you're able to discuss with them, and the little bit of light you can not really see what's going on in the room, but you do hear a few goblins kind of like punching some kind of flesh hanging around, and they're laughing. You hear like the creaking of a rope every so often, and they're like,
Is there any response other than goblin after each punch or anything?
Nope.
Do I hear like a
Nope. All you hear is just a fleshy punch or a stab or a cut, and goblins laughing and talking in goblin.
Alright.
But you finish up your conversation with them, and they're like, all right, you've had enough of our time. We have to get back to our work.
Well, I hope we can see each other again in more amenable conditions. If we come across each other again, I think a code word could be helpful so that we don't end up slaughtering each other. How about Cesar?
Unfortunately, our code word. And he taps his forehead 3 times.
Ah, understandable. And then Schulter will kind of give like a knowledgeable, like, I understand, and tap his forehead 3 times. And then, he waves them off and returns to the party.
Okay. You come walking down to see Finley is very invested within this book and is both happy and confused and perplexed, and is just, you just see a different, multiple array of emotions while reading this book. While you also look to the other side, you see Solia is just on the outside edge of the light along with the mule, which I will say it's been about an hour would be a regular mule.
Checks out.
So she's just kind of feeding the mule some hay and goes, "They went that way," and points north.
Oh, right. I have to light a. I use my own light spell on myself, on my staff again.
Okay, I figured it was something like that, so you have at least 20-foot light because you don't have
Right.
night vision. Either that or Raven was guiding you and you were holding his hand.
Oh, we could hold hands.
Oh.
Oh my god. I'm holding a bow, so I don't know what you're
Okay,
holding.
maybe
It's
not.
not my hand.
All right.
Silver's just like grabbing his ass cheek, just holding firmly. Just
We're using light. I'm using blue light on my staff.
Simple enough. So you're able to
turns.
recognize the pathway that leads you down with all the glass and mirrors, and then you have another path to the north.
Sholta will collect Finley and move northward.
I found a book. Do you want to read it?
Oh, I mean, if you're not immediately reading it, then I suppose I'll take a read whenever we take a moment to rest.
I hand him the book.
So Sholta kind of looks over the cover and flips
The
through
knight
first.
and the slave, I
The
think.
knight and the
Yeah.
slave. Yep.
He takes a look through the first couple of pages and like you almost think you see a blush come across his featureless mask.
Gonna make its way through the whole party.
Yeah.
Sholta in the middle of the night's gonna like come over to Silver like, Silver, I'm so sorry to disturb you, but have you read this?
So,
a
did you
map.
learn anything from them?
Well, to say the least,
Maybe I should ask.
I've communicated that we have no intention of hurting them, and they no intention of hurting us. If we do come across another party of their sort, and then he taps his forehead 3 times, that is our symbol to let them know that we are no danger, and that we can go by, unabated.
Very well. This path, and she points to the north, may not have been used yet. Would you like to check it?
That sounds agreeable to me. And then Sholta will step forward and, start taking it once more.
Okay. So you guys start to head down this empty path that leads you all the way into a empty room. But there are, I shouldn't say it's empty, there are burnt torches, some charred wood, and some bedrolls here. You figure
Campsite.
this place has been used as a resting area before.
Okay. So this poses a question to us. We got about 20 minutes or so left in session. Do we want to take a rest here or make some progress southward?
I say progress.
Progress.
Alright.
Very well.
Progress it is. So, I guess we will return to the southmost room before we took this divergent path.
Okay. I will mention that there is the hallway of mirrors if you so decide to do that.
I don't know. Sholta turns to others. Do we want to check out these mirrors since we got shot at last time?
Mm,
It
Well,
seems
maybe
very
they won't throw
sus.
trees at you now.
I'll take your lead, but
I
think
think
this
we
is
need
suspect.
not check that. I
this
doubt
doesn't
there's any.
seem like progress to me.
I bet there's something sick in there, but the party says otherwise, so we'll go down south.
Bet there's just a bunch of broken glass to embed in your feet.
And my face
I've got, like, armor.
smells like broken
so-
dreams to me.
Well, damn, bro. Get your dream up or something, Make your dreams a reality. Sholta gets imbued with divine knowledge as he sees the entire dungeon in one fell swoop. I know everything. Ah! I'm burdened by knowledge! And Sholta dies immediately.
Yeah,
I like the top right corner.
yeah. There's
All
a
right,
lot
so
in
this
here.
door.
Not only that,
know
I
the
also put
door.
in, if you haven't noticed, a lot of fake rooms, so you guys don't know what's actually real or not.
Good.
We
All
like
right,
that.
I'm investigating this door for stuff and stuff.
All right, one investigation for everything.
I will give you
Well,
guidance. I want you to do it right.
Give a D4.
Alright, I'll roll it again. Did you roll it? I'm not sure.
All right, with
Roll
a
it left.
16, it appears to
Oh,
be
yeah.
not trapped. In addition,
locked?
the left side is unlocked. The right side is locked.
It's one of those left-right door things, but
Yes, there is a seam straight down the middle, and it opens up. It's a double door.
because my character just needs to practice, apparently, I'm going to unlock the right side of the door.
Okay, give me a general dexterity check with your proficiency. You are proficient with thieves' tools, I assume.
Yes.
Is this another check that guidance applies to or not?
It is a check. So unless it says check, then yes.
Need 24 then.
24 opens up easy enough.
Alright, I open the right door.
They both swing
Love it.
open.
Alright, sweet.
Alright, Sholta steps on out.
All right. So you have a path to your south that is well lit at the end of the hallway, and then your path to the north.
I'm familiar with the northward path, right?
That is correct.
Sholta relays his impression to the party. I'm familiar with what's north of us, but to the south, I am not. Which way would you like to go?
Take lead.
I ponder, have I had a vision of either of these paths?
You take a moment to think, to ponder. Give me a flat 20.
I'm sorry, but my 20s are all, like, multi-dimensional.
Not today.
That 9, you find it hard to reach for your goddess in this dungeon.
Ooh, okay.
You feel like your faith is being tested here.
Sholta will lead south.
Very well. So you guys enter this southern path, and it is well lit. There are multiple torches every 5 feet, all of them lit with a blazing glow. So
What's
Leah
that?
goes, "You want me to come with you here too?"
Yes?
Let's hang back.
Hold off before the turn, at the very least.
All right. To your
What
right,
is that?
to your right, the east, is a continuation of the hallway. To your left, a 15-foot pit of spikes. It drops down to about 25 feet below, and you see javelins protruding upward. Dozens and dozens of javelins. But you take a look, and you look down, and there doesn't seem to be any dead bodies, adventurers, skeletons, nothing down there.
Fire an arrow at the pit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Sholta's gonna, like, jab at it with a sword and see if, like, it might be an illusion or something.
No, your sword goes down. It's a hole.
Oh, okay.
Do I see, like, debris of what could look like the tiles caving out, or do the tiles, like, fold in or something, you know, to the sides?
This looks brand new.
Like it was just built and hasn't even been used yet. Okay. Sholta relays this information to the party. So that's a 15-foot distance?
And that is
Yeah,
15
I can't
feet
clear
to
that.
get across.
I don't know. I don't think it's good for us to go that way, so I mean, Sholta will kind of, like, say we should go the other direction, and the entire time, he's, like, jabbing at every space in front of him with his sword.
That's one
Just checked
method.
out.
Okay. Either side, all the way across, it just goes straight through the hole. All the way down.
No. We're going to the right, and every step
you're
I
going
take,
to the right, and
tap
you're just...
forward.
I'm sorry. I missed. I was looking up the information just for you guys, just so you know. Just remember how jumps are calculated. It's your strength stat is the distance you can make for a long jump, and your high jump is 3 plus whatever your strength modifier is.
As we walk down the hallway, all the flames within 30 feet of me are turning blue.
Ooh.
Very
Ooh.
classy.
I can also put my
Unfortunately,
lantern
I
away
can't
for
make
now.
that change.
It's okay.
Man, this game is
Okay.
literally unplayable now. Tap, 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 stab, 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 tap,
Nah,
tap, tap, stab.
you're able to make it through. There doesn't seem to be anything that triggers as you're walking down this hallway. It's just
Fall back
well
to
lit and nice.
Alright, let's
Then you
go
see
collect
that the
our...
path ends, and you see a blue shimmering light.
Alright,
Oh hell,
That.
dude!
Schultz is gonna hit the corner and check what's going on.
All right,
It's the fucking floor.
you're gonna look, and you will recognize Shulta. It is a Mad Mage archway, doorway, portal, and it is active.
What? So those just lead you places, yes?
Yes.
It seems that there's a portal ahead of us that is active and seems to be functioning properly as far as I'm aware. It would take us to an unknown location. Could be deadly, though.
Like moving forward.
Well, I suppose I should analyze it.
Shulta turns to Raven. Do you think you'd be capable of sending your Raven through?
Could.
I'm gonna Arcana check the portal.
Jolta, have you ever been through one of those portals?
I'll jump in on that Arcana too if it
17.
It helps. 16.
You understand that to be a magical gateway.
So, question,
With
Brian.
both the 16 and the
Finley asked
17.
if I had ever been through one of those portals. Would I have been?
Once.
So he says that. I've
And
been
it
through a
was
portal
in
once.
the reverse way. You went from a lower floor to a higher floor.
It brought me from lower floors to a higher floor. At that moment, you kind of see Shulta look like disconnected and kind of staring off into space. Before he turns to the rest of the party, my benefactor has reached out to me and has provided me with some more information upon the dungeon. This route will lead us to certain doom. We leave the portal. And then, like, he immediately turns away from the portal and starts walking back to the halfling.
Should we mark this place?
I've got chalk.
We could mark
Draw
exit.
something to draw a warning or something.
Finley's gonna go just up to the corner and draw a skull with crossbones.
Okay. As
And
you
point
are
an arrow towards the portal.
as you are drawing your lines to create this skull, you notice that not even a second passes with your line, and it starts to vanish.
Oh. She keeps drawing.
You just
It's
keep
like an
drawing this
extra
line, and it
sketch.
just keeps disappearing as you keep going further, and your chalk is slowly disappearing as you're using more and more of it.
Probably a couple seconds pass, and then she kind of just gets up and says, I think my chalk's broken."
Just put my head in my hands and just
A very
Turn.
curious affair.
I head back to Shulta.
Do we still have the shiny skull?
Yes.
I do.
We could place it on the ground. Leave it as a marker of dead people here.
Is this where you wish to be? I look at the skull.
The sunken,
cabbages?
blackened eyes look back at you as you are holding it to look
then
at
I-
you.
I nod silently and place it down on the floor at the end of the hall. There we go.
Okay.
To donkey. As we get to the pit of spikes, I do kind of want to like peer down and see how far we can look down there and see like what's good, what's happening.
You see all the way
Is
to
it
the
really
end where it starts to become a dim light in a bend. You do make out a handle of a door.
All right.
Was her jumping calculated again?
Whatever your strength modifier is your long jump without a check. So if you have a 12, you can jump 12 feet without a check.
So my
said it
strength mod is 4.
No,
And that's-
the large number, the 15, the 12, or...
So that's an
Your
8.
total strength.
You
Gore.
have an 18. You can clear that without a check.
Okay.
Finley, you are 15. You can clear it without a check.
Yeah, I was gonna jump it. That's why I was asking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy enough for you to do. You just... boop.
Look back. And be like, this is the direction we're going, right?
Schulte turns to the rest of the party. Are you two capable of making this jump?
I kind of shake my head.
Alright, let's see what we got going on.
I think the real concern is the donkey.
I will step of the wind and jump it.
Okay, that's going to...
So I sort of float through the air as I jump.
Didn't you ask earlier if there was anything that was going to hold? Oh wait, you haven't been to this section before, have you?
Nope.
Sorry, never mind.
I've been northward. So Schulte turns to Raven. Hold here a moment while we go investigate to see if there's anything of note down here, and then we will return. Is that agreeable?
I mean, like, could rope across.
Well, if you'd like to come along then Schulte leaps.
And I did my step of the wind jump across.
Alright, it still is going to be... You won't have to, because that's your running long jump, is that 12 there? So you're just going to still... I'm going to need a check. It's not going to be crazy, because you're pretty close to the number you need.
It doubles my jump distance to 24.
Step of the wind.
So, step of the wind can double your jump distance.
Hot damn. I didn't even know that. Okay, yeah. Easily
get
clear it.
Good, Dungeon Master.
Well, I've only ever seen it used as a disengage or just doubling your movement normally. I didn't realize it did jump.
How far can you jump with? Wait, sorry. What's the jump rules again for?
What's your strength? What's your added and what's your full number?
It's just 10.
You can jump 10 feet.
Yeah.
With a 10-foot running start.
With a 10-foot running start. Okay.
Yep.
And standing long jump is how much?
Half that.
Half that. Okay. Good. Well, how do we rope this donkey across?
You're trying to rope the donkey.
Not leaving this ass behind.
We can lightning lure it across.
Why do we even have a donkey in the dungeon? Jesus Christ.
Derek, you ton of shit.
I
what?
think we can wait here.
All right. Just rope me across.
Okay. Schulte will grab whatever rope is provided to him and
Tie a rope around.
I can jump 10, and I just need them to pull me 5.
All right.
I think
so.
there's
You
enough
can
there,
make an
right?
athletics check with advantage because you have them helping you on the other side with the rope.
What about acrobatics?
Athletics.
Hold on. How deep is the pit?
25 feet.
You said it was
And how tall are the spikes?
8 feet.
Okay, so you literally should be able to jump the distance, and with the amount of slack that would be provided in the
I'm not
rope,
even gonna hit them.
yeah, you should be able to climb up.
Yeah,
Just
even if I-
follow the
even if
rope.
I
That's all I
fell.
said.
All right, so athletics.
Yep, athletics with advantage.
All right. Got this. 21.
Easy enough. Phew. You jump over, and while you're in the air, your companions pull the rope to pull you the rest of the way.
Yoink.
Yoink a doink!
All right.
Alright, down the hall we go. Till we get to the bend. Well,
Alright.
Yep.
tip-tapping. I'm tip-tapping the entire time with my sword.
Fair enough. So you keep going through, and you make it into this area here.
Is there a
Investigate
door
this
to our
door.
right behind us?
There's stuff and stuff.
There is a door. Give me an investigation because you're checking it for traps and a lock. It
14.
does not appear to be trapped, and it is unlocked.
So, Shulta, would you care to do the honors? I step
Shulta
aside.
checks the door. Creak!
All right, you open up the door, and nothing happens except the door opens.
Creak! As he
It's an
closes
empty
the door.
room, closet. It is
Alright.
clean.
Fascinating.
Shulta southward.
All right. Lead the way.
All right, you
It's
guys
so
have
dark.
entered back
I'm
into
not
the
leading the
darkness.
way. I'm not leading the way. I can't see shit.
What happened to your lantern? Did you turn it off?
Yeah, I turned it off.
I have my light spell, so
Yep, so it's what, 20, 40?
yeah.
Yeah, let's just do 20 for now. Alright. So you see that there is a path to the south, and then there is a path to the right.
Shulta votes south.
Right, because whatever would come after us would have to jump over to that pit too.
What is it? Is that a pit? What do we see in those
To the
squares?
right, you see another pit that is 10 foot across.
You could see
Actually-
that?
Can we confirm it is a pit?
You want to walk up to the
Yeah.
edge and look.
Yeah, it's a pit.
And then you
with
fall
javelins
into
at
the pit right before it. There was a secret pit before that pit, because that pit was just a trap to get you into the actual pit. True.
Oh,
Anyways,
I also
South.
vote south.
yeah. Let's go south.
we'll make this jump on our return trip.
Okay. So you guys start to head south. Doot, 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 doot. And you're walking.
I'm tip-tapping with my sword, just
Yeah,
remember.
You're tip-tapping. And you guys keep making a certain distance. And as you make it to this point
Why you hiding
here,
south here?
you hear a trap door open up behind you.
The hell was that? Also, you have the light centered on the wrong person.
I whirl around and look.
You see a green jelly cube that fills the full space land.
Sheesh.
Aha! Do I know anything about this?
Yeah.
What is that?
What are we
Anyone
dealing
who
with?
wants to roll a nature can do so.
Somebody with nature?
Jolta should have knowledge, yeah?
Finley would not, so.
A 12.
You know it to be a gelatinous cube. And it is now shifting towards you guys. And that's where we end tonight's episode.
Aha!
Aww. Okay.
This looks like a fun hallway.
It's a good spot. We can lead it into the spikes.
I think that's a good idea.
I don't think that would do anything, honestly, because if it's gelatinous, they'll just go through and it'll slowly dissolve, and it might be able to get out.
I don't know if it can. Better than it chasing us down this freaking. I mean, worst case, we're in the same situation we are right now, but maybe bought us some time.
Or there's a second one. And then
Don't even say that.
Don't even.
I mean, I promise you that if we end up in that situation, I will leave you all behind. It's okay.
Oh,
It's okay.